I was supposed to upload this on what is it called? Valentine's Day, but okay, by the time I upload this, it won't be Valentine's Day anymore. So, well, belated Valentine's Day, I guess. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yo. So for today's video, I am gonna be sharing with you my 5-star rated romance books. Over the span of, I think, almost a year going back to reading, I've definitely read like a lot of books, especially romance books. And to me, a 5-star read is, I couldn't put my book down. It made me feel good. And I was really into the book to the point where I thought I was in that world. So yeah. The very first book I rated 5 stars was none other than Twisted Lies by Ana Huang. Twisted Lies by Ana Huang. But yeah, I gave this 5 out of 5 because, first of all, Reese is a green flag. My favorite out of all the Twisted series guys that I've read. Because the only reason why he's my favorite amongst all is because he was the only one who didn't cause trouble for Bridget compared to the others. He didn't break her heart. But anyways, 5 out of 5 because Reese is a green flag. Probably the only green flag in the Twisted series. And the scenes. Anyways, I'm gonna read the synopsis just in case you guys want to know. Stoic, broody, and arrogant elite bodyguard Reese Larson has 2 rules: protect his clients at all costs and do not become emotionally involved, ever. He has never once been tempted to break those rules until her. Bridget von Ashburg, a princess with a hidden fire that reduces his rules to ash. Day by day, she breaks down his defenses. He swore an oath to protect her, but that's not enough. She must be his princess, his forbidden fruit, his every depraved fantasy. Regal, strong-willed, and bound by the chains of duty, Princess Bridget dreams of the freedom to live and love as she chooses. But when her brother abdicates, she's faced with prospect of loveless, political marriage, and a throne she never wanted. As she navigates the intricacies and treacheries of her new role, she must also hide her desire for a man she can't have, her bodyguard, her protector, her ultimate ruin. Unexpected and forbidden, theirs is a love that could destroy a kingdom and doom them both. So, if you're into royalty and bodyguard trope and forbidden love, then this book is for you. But I strongly recommend you to read this book. The second book I've given 5 stars to is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. Now, backstory, I saw this at Popular because it had an interesting and cute cover. Then I looked at the back, the synopsis, and I'm intrigued. And when I read it, it's so cute. This whole book made me feel so good. Like, it warmed my heart so much. It got my feet doing this and like, oh, I can remember every single detail of this book, and I will reread this and recommend it to anyone who comes across this book. Do it. This is 5 star. But this is all wholesome, no spice, and if you are used to reading heavy things. This is a feel-good book, and it genuinely made me feel so happy. So, the cheat sheet, 5-star. I'm gonna read the synopsis, and you'll definitely know the trope after I read it. The friend zone is not the end zone for Brie Camden, who is helplessly in love with her longtime best friend and extremely hot NFL legend, Nathan Donaldson. The only problem is that she can't admit her true feelings because he clearly sees her as a best friend with no romantic potential, and the last thing Brie wants is to ruin their relationship. But those abs! Nope, nothing but a good old no touching, the sexiest man alive platonic friendship for Brie. In any case, she has other things to worry about. After a car accident ended her chance of becoming a professional ballerina, Brie changed paths and now owns her own dance studio with big dreams to expand it. But one more rent increase could mean the end of the studio entirely. Then, as usual, Nathan comes to the rescue, buying the entire building. A stubborn Brie is not happy about it and decides to rebel with a couple, okay, maybe more than a couple, of tequila shots. When her plan backfires as she spills her deepest, darkest secret to a TMZ reporter. One viral video later, the world thinks that Nathan and Brie are the perfect couple. Before they can really talk about her confession, Nathan's publicist proposes a big opportunity that could mean financial security for Brie. The catch? They have to pretend to be in love for 3 whole weeks. What will happen when Brie gives in to the feelings she's been desperately hiding for so long? And could she be imagining that Nathan is actually enjoying it? Sarah Adams scores more than touchdowns in the exciting friends to lover romantic comedy. Yeah, so this trope, as you can guess it after you heard the synopsis, is best friends to lovers, and fake dating. Yeah. The next book that I rated 5 stars was for some odd reason, Twisted Lies. Okay, Christian is his ways is quite, I mean, Josh and Alex were but for some odd reason I like Christian Harper. And if you like the other two people, I'm sorry, but this is my opinion. I like Reese and Christian. Okay, if you've read the book, I cried the part when this man grovels for Stella. I said what I said. I think this. Spoiler, if you don't want to, if you do not want to hear this, then skip to the time I will hear. Yes. Anyways, the part where he writes a letter to her every day because he wanted to express himself. My heart immediately melted for it, so maybe that's why. This book made me cry. I cried reading that part, but oh my gosh, I just love this book. Oh my god! Yeah. So charming, deadly, and smart enough to hide, Christian Harper is a monster dressed in the perfectly tailored suits of a gentleman. He has little use for morals and even less use for love, but he can't deny the strange pull he feels towards the woman living just 1 floor below him. She's the object of his darkest desires and the only puzzle he can't solve. And when the opportunity to get closer to her arises, he breaks his own rules to offer her a deal that she can't refuse. Every monster has their weaknesses. She's his. His obsession, his addiction, and his only exception. Huh. I'm just reading that. Okay, shh, stop. Sweet, shy, and introverted despite her social media fame, Stella Alonso is a romantic who keeps her heart in a cage. Between her 2 jobs, she has little time or desire for a relationship. But when a threat from her past drives her into the arms and house of the most dangerous man she's ever met, she's tempted to let herself feel something for the first time in a long time. Because despite Christian's cold nature, he makes her feel everything when she's with him: passionate, protected, truly wanted. Theirs is a love twisted with secrets and tainted by lies. And when the truths are finally revealed, they could shatter everything. So, hence the twisted lies. So, if you're into privacy guy but famous social media girl trope, this book is for you. And I can. Both Twisted Games and Twisted Lies are so good in the series. Not that I don't like Twisted Love and Twisted Hate. Those books I rated were 4. I gave them a 4. So it's still quite high, but it didn't give me the 5-star feel. The next book I gave 5 stars is The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. Yes! This is the last book of the Dreamland Billionaire series, and God, what a way to end it. Gave this a 5 out of 5. The other 2, I gave it 4 or 3 because of my own reasons. If you want a video of me reasoning why I gave other books 3 stars, then comment down below, darling. But anyways, this is a 5-star, definitely. And this is the story of Cal, the middle brother, and Alana. This is a second chance romance, and I can't say anything anymore because it's not on the synopsis. So maybe I should get my glasses. Callahan, I'm the Kane brother everyone gossips about behind closed doors. Trust fund brat, washed up athlete, high functioning alcoholic. No one knows the real me but her. Lana Castillo, my childhood best friend and the only woman I ever loved. When I broke her heart 6 years ago, I promised to never return to Lake Wisteria. I kept my word until my grandfather's will changed everything. To receive my inheritance, I was tasked with spending a summer at the family lake house before selling it. The request was simple in theory until my entire plan blew up on the very first day. Turns out, Lana doesn't just live at the house anymore, but claims to own it too. Alana, falling in love with Callahan Kane was a mistake. He told me so before destroying my heart and our friendship 6 summers ago. When he promised never to come back, I foolishly believed him. But when Cal showed up again, intending to sell his grandfather's lake house, the biggest flaw in his plan, my name is on the deed. So I highly recommend you to read them in order because you'll have a better understanding as to why the 2 other brothers here are the way they are. Because anyways, it's not a spoiler, but as you can tell, the grandfather left them an inheritance, but in the will he has conditions for all the 3 brothers, and all of them struggled, but they still got the girl in the end. But Cal, on the other hand, this dude, this just made me feel good. Like, genuinely makes this myself feel good. The other 2 brothers were Cal, on the other hand. Oh, he genuinely, okay, in my opinion, Cal is the only one, other than his alcoholism, he's the only green flag. Okay, not really green flag. He was selfish for Alana, but not because of the inheritance. Of course, inheritance was in mind because, goddamn, it is big though. It's very big. But, he never really let that be his intentions to get back together with Alana. That inheritance was a push to go back to Alana, and which I don't know, I don't even know whether I'm explaining it right, but it's just so good. I cried also. I cried reading the book. Okay, let me tell you, it's not sad. It is not sad. It's just so heartwarming to the point where it does things to my heart. The last and final book I gave a 5-star to is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. At first, I didn't like this because Knox, the guy here, okay, in simple terms, he was a big jerk towards Naomi. Okay, I'll just read the synopsis because like this book is there was just so much going on. So, bearded bad boy barber, Knox prefers to live his life the way he takes his coffee, alone, unless you count his basset hound, Waylon. Knox doesn't tolerate drama, even when it comes in the form of a stranded runaway bride. Naomi wasn't just running away from her wedding, she was riding to the rescue of her estranged twin to Knockmount, Virginia, a rough-around-the-edges town where disputes are settled the old-fashioned way with fists and beard, usually in that order. Too bad for Naomi, her evil twin hasn't changed at all. After helping herself to Naomi's car and cash, Tina leaves her with something unexpected. The niece Naomi didn't know she had. Now she's stuck in town with no car, no job, no plan, and no home, with an 11-year-old going on 30 to take care of. There's a reason Knox doesn't do complications or high-maintenance women, especially not the romantic ones. But since Naomi's life imploded right in front of him, the least he can do is help her out of her jam, and just as soon as she stops getting into new trouble, he can leave her alone and get back to his peaceful, solitary life. At least that's the plan until the trouble turns to real danger. I gave this a 5 stars despite Knox really getting onto my nerves because he just pisses me off so much. But I like the tension, I like the slow burn, and I like the small town romance because I like how everyone in town was. I wouldn't really say that they were trying to get involved with their other people's lives, but I like how they have each other's back. So maybe that's why I gave this a 5 out of 5. That is all for this video, and I hope you enjoy this upload for the week. I know it's late, but happy Valentine's Day and happy belated Valentine's Day by the time I upload this. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye! Just talking about my 5 stars is you know what? I just realized how nice these books look like. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me, but it looks so good. It looks good. Twisted Lies, you're not a green flag. Twisted Games should be, but oh well, Bridget is royalty, so gold it is.